I don't care if it's pouring down rain. It's going to be a good day. Hello again, and welcome to our live Tuesday morning show. I'm Bill Bevins, along with Miss Cheryl Miller, and we're beginning today's program here in the VTM kitchen, where garden fresh cucumbers and other things are the stars of the recipe.
That's right, culinary enthusiast, and our friend Shane Rogers is here to show us how to turn those cucumbers and anything else into refrigerator pickles. You could say we're in a pickle today, Shane.
We are. We've got lots of pickles.
You got Bill on the wrong side, though.
No.
He's over there.
The sample dish is over here.
It should be over here. We love pickles. I was telling you, I will pickle anything.
Right.
You know, because it makes it so easy.
Get some jalapenos the other day. Those are going to be delicious.
I'm going to save that for
First,
last.
I thought that was okra, but
No,
you can pickle okra.
You could totally do pickled okra, absolutely.
All right.
And just keep in mind, these are not pickles you're going to put on the pantry shelf forever. We're not going to do that part. We're just going to do the ones where we're going to put them in the fridge. We're going to seal them up tight, but we're not going to put them in a water bath. We're not canning them.
So there's no pressure cooker.
There's no pressure cooker.
Like Mom did.
Right, right. It's not going to blow up.
And like you say, these aren't meant to last forever.
They're not meant to last forever. They'll keep a good 6
They're not going to last forever.
Bill's going to eat them all, first of all, but they will last about 6 weeks in your fridge. So just keep them, you know, as long as vinegar and salt will preserve it, it's going to be awesome. So I was lucky enough to find some Kirby cucumbers at the farmer's market this past weekend, and these are the ones I like to make pickles out of. They're
what makes them
smaller.
so particular?
They're just smaller, and I just like them. And it's not as many seeds.
I was going to say they're probably not as seedy.
Yeah, and so especially if you get the little ones, so just give those a slice. Wash them up a little bit when you
You
get home.
didn't peel yours.
I would never peel a pickle.
For a pickle.
You ever had a peeled pickle?
I think the skin gives it structure and keeps it crispier.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't take the peel off these. So just give these, make sure, slice them however thick you want, but make sure that they're consistent. That way they'll all pickle at the same time.
Yeah, you wouldn't want half of them thick and half of them thin.
Right.
The pickles would be very different.
They would be very different.
Okay.
So over medium-high heat, you're going to put 2 cups of apple cider vinegar. And the other thing, too, is kind of use the vinegar of your choice.
I was going to ask,
you could use
that
white.
mother vinegar that's so
Yeah,
popular
that's what
right
that
now?
is. That's what that is.
Okay.
So it's apple cider with the mother. You could use white distilled vinegar. You could use a little red wine vinegar. Some of the Asian vinegars aren't really strong enough to really pickle. They could do a quick pickle, but you want to use the stronger one. And so we're going to make it a little bit sweet and sour. We're going to put 2 tablespoons of sugar in there and 2 tablespoons of salt. And that's kind of the brine that we're going to use.
So these aren't necessarily dill pickles.
They are not. We're not putting any. You could put dill in them, but we're not today. And so that's fine. That's not where the flavor comes. That's the brine. We're going to put some other things that are going to do the flavor. So you're going to bring that up to just a simmer and let the salt and the sugar dissolve. I've already got some done over here because it takes about 5 to 6 minutes. And so once that's kind of steaming away,
It smells
we don't want that
great.
to boil, right?
you can bring it up just to a boil. You don't want it to boil for an extended period of time or start to reduce and it'll get real thick. We don't want that. It can boil for a minute. I mean, but you know, you just want to bring it up so that you can't see the salt or the sugar in there.
So 5 minutes, basically, and it's good to go.
It's good to go.
Decrystallize it.
Yes,
All right.
absolutely.
All right, so then we just add the stuff in at that point?
Bill, you're going to make pickles.
Oh, okay.
So Cheryl.
Okay, good.
See?
All right.
So I'm going to pour this out of here.
You put it in there?
Yeah, move your hand back. I don't want to burn you.
All right.
We'll use this for the brine when we get the jars filled up. But for now, you've each got a teaspoon of pickling spice.
And what's in that?
That is all kinds of stuff. Depends which one you buy. There's mustard seeds, there's bay leaf, there's some crushed red pepper, there might be some cloves or some cinnamon. Each one's a little bit different. So,
I'm used to drinking out of these jars.
right, I know. So you can pop that in. I like to make garlic pickles, so I'm going to put some garlic in mine. You all have the choice to do that or not.
Yeah, hit me, baby.
All right.
Yeah.
I'll do no garlic.
No garlic? Okay. And kind of keep that at the level of your taste.
Your garlicness.
The other thing I like to put in there is
Peppercorns.
peppercorns.
Yeah.
So I'm going to do some of those, and these are super spicy.
Now, you're leaving those whole. You didn't crush any of
They're
them.
going to sit in the vinegar. Do you want some?
Yes, please.
Okay.
Soak up.
Thank you.
They're going to soak up. The other thing is crushed red pepper. If you want to make them a little spicy.
I'll take a lot of that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, be careful, though. The first time I took a lot of that, I couldn't eat the pickles. They were that bad. They were so spicy. So we kind of got our mixture in the bottom. Now we're going to start with our pickles. So everybody grab some pickles. Pop them in
So we're just loading up?
Load them up, and don't think about, like my grandmother used to really pack them down in and make sure. Because it was about conserving and having enough and all that.
Right.
We're just making some fun pickles. We're not doing anything crazy. And if you want, save some room for some onions in there.
Oh, okay.
You can pickle the onions by themselves.
Pickled onions are really good.
They're delicious. You can do a cute, I did one with a couple of cute layers. But yeah, you don't need to pack these in like Grandma did. Just make them.
Okay. I'm going to keep this jar.
That's totally yours, Bill.
Yeah.
That's all you.
Oh, more onion then.
Okay. All right. Save yourself about a ½ inch from the top. See where this, where the bottom line goes across here? Don't really fill much above that.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm good.
So, and if you need to, you can pack them down in with a knife or a spatula.
I'm good.
You're good?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Now, if I wanted to sprinkle some more stuff on the top, could I
Go
do
ahead,
that?
absolutely. They're your pickles, Bill. You can put anything in there
So
you
your
want.
jar's not quite full enough.
Yeah, you could. You can put some more stuff in there if you
Good.
want.
All right.
All
I'm
right.
good.
So now we're going to take the hot brine and we're going to fill the jars.
And you had us leave a little space
You're
at the
going to
top.
fill it right to
so
that.
fill it to the rim.
To that ring in the top. And that way.
And this is just sugar and salt and vinegar.
And that's it.
And then the pickling spices.
And then whatever, yeah, the flavors that you want to add to your pickles.
All right, so you know what? In the summertime, I'm always out building things,
You
but in
mentioned
the
that
wintertime,
perfectly.
this can be my,
I'm so lucky.
this is going to be my project in the wintertime.
Right, right. So pop the cover on them, let them come to room temperature, and then put them in the fridge for 24
Super
to
tight?
40. No, they don't have to be super tight.
Okay.
Pop when they get to room temperature. Pop them in the fridge, let them sit for 24 to 48 hours, and you got pickles.
And again, we're not doing the water bath, all that.
We're done. We're done. Now, like I said, you can't put these in the pantry. Don't put them in the pantry and expect them to be good.
So these need to stay in the fridge?
These need to stay in the fridge.
Once they've come to room temperature, they can go in the fridge.
They go in the fridge, and then but even if you're storing them, if you don't happen to eat the whole jar at once, Bill, then you would need to return them to the refrigerator.
It's on the size
And you
of the
said they
jar.
last about 6 weeks or so. Do they start to break down and lose their crispness?
They'll be a little less crisp as time goes on. But see, there's the onions. I'm kind of excited about that. I'm gonna have one of those.
Beautiful. And you could use red onions if you wanted to, and just change it up.
Thanks, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. The red onions would be great. So
All right. Oh, that onion's great.
the onions delicious.
Bill's going to do his next jar of
right?
just onions.
Right, and you totally could.
All right.
I did a jar of jalapenos over there.
Are you going to
Do I
try a
pickle?
jalapeno, Cheryl?
Sure.
On
let's
the air?
That pickle's really good.
And it's so simple. And you make them to the flavor that you like.
Oh,
Now,
she put the whole thing in
Oh,
there?
yeah. It's good because the vinegar will take a little bit of the heat away.
Wait till the camera gets off of
Right?
it. I know Cheryl Miller. Camera gets off and she's going, ah!
Right? No.
I mean, it has a little heat.
It has a little heat, but the vinegar kind of tempers it
now
a
he's
little
gonna
bit.
try it and
Now
see.
he has to try it.
Oh, she was messing with y'all.
Auga.
I just melted
Right?
the camera out there.
Right?
Holy moly, Cheryl Miller. All right, hold on.
There's no water and no milk for you.
I got nothing. I got coffee.
That's our moment of the day. Bill and the
You can have
pickle.
coffee if you want.
No,
jalapeno.
That's all I got.
But again, you said anything you wanted to use. So
He's gonna need to excuse himself.
I'm going to get her for that.
carrots.
I
You
want to
could
do carrots
pickle-
with dill. That would be delicious.
Yeah, you move
We're
on.
talking about cauliflower. Bill wanted cauliflower
Oh
earlier.
yeah, I
You know.
did Brussels sprouts.
Yeah, totally, absolutely. Yes, and actually you could do a whole jar of pickled garlic and use that for
use it for
recipes
cooking.
later. Yeah, absolutely.
Well, what a wonderful lesson. I know what I'm going to do later
Yeah, I
this week.
learned
Right?
a lesson.
Don't eat the jalapenos.
The very quick and easy recipe, we'll put it on our website for you by early this afternoon. Just a handful of ingredients, and you too can have pickles, pickled anything later in the day.
Has anybody got a towel?
That starts your metabolism for the day.
We'll be right after a quick break.